Wrath. It is a formidable force capable of eclipsing one's rationality, compelling them towards acts of violence and harm against others. Often marked by an overwhelming surge of rage, wrath is distinguished by its deliberate intent to cause injury or suffering. The unchecked fury that engulfs individuals not only leads to the downfall of those in its path, but also results in a cascade of violence, assault, and in extreme cases, even murder. Beyond its immediate impact on personal relationships, wrath possesses the insidious power to unleash widespread chaos, both within the individual's immediate circle and within society at large. Giving into the lure of anger and forsaking consideration for both oneself and those in their vicinity, individuals find themselves ensnared in a relentless cycle of destruction. Sloth. Sloth symbolizes more than just a lack of ambition. It represents a gradual erosion of drive and purpose in one's life. Beyond mere laziness, sloth encompasses an inherent neglect, not only for one's own responsibilities, but also for the welfare of others. Unlike sins that involve active wrongdoing, sloth is characterized by a dangerous apathy towards fulfilling duties, leaving individuals trapped in a stagnant state of inaction. This sin of omission, while seemingly passive, serves as a fertile ground for the cultivation of other negative traits associated with the 7 deadly sins. The pervasive neglect ingrained in sloth can exacerbate and amplify the harmful aspects of each sin, perpetuating a cycle of moral decay and spiritual lethargy. Furthermore, sloth often acts as a precursor to other sins, as a lack of initiative and care can lead individuals down a path of moral decline, ultimately undermining their relationships, aspirations, and overall well-being. Greed. The insatiable craving for wealth and material possessions manifests as an unquenchable thirst, relentlessly driving individuals towards accumulation. This relentless hunger blinds them to the needs of others and often results in destructive consequences. Always seeking more, they expect compensation that can never truly satisfy. Similar to gluttony, the sin of greed can never be satiated. However, it deviates from mere jealousy by inciting a desire to outdo others, pushing them away in pursuit of endless accumulation. This fixation on monetary value over the richness of human connections and experiences disregards consequences, leading to a shallow existence devoid of true fulfillment. While rooted in Christianity, the 7 deadly sins serve more as cautionary tales, warning against adopting these detrimental traits as a way of life, contrasting with the prescriptive nature of the 10 Commandments. It is a stark reminder that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the richness of relationships and meaningful experiences that transcend materialism. Envy. Envy, akin to a bitter resentment, festers towards the success and possessions of others, fueled by an insatiable desire similar to greed and lust. It breeds a toxic atmosphere of rivalry and bitterness, poisoning relationships and fostering a sense of inadequacy. Envy progresses through 3 distinct stages. Initially, the envious individual seeks to diminish the reputation of others. In a subsequent stage, they find either joy in another's misfortune or grief at their prosperity. Finally, in the 3rd stage, this sorrow transforms into hatred, as the envious person's discontent fuels a desire to inflict pain upon others. Philosophers assert that envy stands as one of the most potent sources of unhappiness, bringing sorrow to those who harbor it, while compelling them to seek solace in the suffering of others. This cycle of envy not only corrodes individual happiness, but also perpetuates a cycle of resentment and animosity within communities. Gluttony. Gluttony embodies excessive indulgence, typically manifested through overeating and overconsumption. Historically, it has been associated with the lavish feasting of the wealthy, leaving the less fortunate with nothing. However, its significance extends beyond mere physical consumption. It reflects an insatiable appetite for more in all aspects of life. Beyond material possessions, gluttony encompasses a relentless pursuit of power, attention, and fulfillment. Those consumed by the sin are driven by a never-ending hunger, constantly seeking to satisfy their desires at the expense of others. Yet, no matter how much they consume, their appetite remains insatiable, perpetuating a cycle of greed and excess. Lust. Lust embodies an intense longing for sensory pleasure, driven by a primal urge for gratification. While passion is a natural aspect of human emotion, uncontrolled lust can spiral into harmful behaviors and the dehumanization of others. It blurs the distinction between genuine affection and obsessive desire, often leading to the objectification and exploitation of individuals as mere objects of gratification. Despite being perceived by certain theologians and philosophers as the least severe among the 7 deadly sins, lust carries profound implications. Its pervasive influence extends beyond individual actions, permeating societal norms and attitudes towards intimacy. This pervasive nature can corrode personal integrity, weaken emotional connections, and contribute to the perpetuation of a culture that objectifies and exploits others. As such, while lust may not be regarded as egregiously as other sins, its consequences are nonetheless significant and warrant careful consideration. Addressing the complexities of lust requires a nuanced understanding of human sexuality and a commitment to fostering healthy attitudes towards intimacy and consent. It necessitates challenging societal norms that prioritize instant gratification over genuine connection and striving towards environments that promote mutual respect and authentic relationships. Pride. Finally, we come to the 7th deadly sin, distinct from healthy self-esteem. Pride in this context refers to an excessive belief in one's abilities and importance. It is considered the original and most severe of the 7 deadly sins, often referred to as the mother of all sins, and labeled as the devil's most essential trait. Pride is even viewed as an anti-divine state, where the ego and the true self are diametrically opposed. Pride blinds individuals to their flaws, making self-improvement nearly impossible. It drives them to push others down in order to avoid their own downfall. Among the sins, pride is particularly deceptive, as it aligns with innate human desires to prioritize oneself. However, an embellishment of pride leads individuals to detach from reality and those around them. These 7 deadly sins serve as cautionary tales, reminding us that the pursuit of virtue is an ongoing journey. As we navigate the complexities of human nature, we should strive for lives guided by wisdom, compassion, and humility. However, it is worth noting that these are more like suggestions, as many of us struggle with these sins on a near daily basis.